you guys, it's me, Jaden Zoe, and I'm here in Hoboken, New Jersey. I'm meeting up with the dope stylists who have vintage pieces from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Welcome to The Grind.
Hustle, passion, grit, determination. These are just some of the qualities it takes to be an entrepreneur in some of the world's toughest cities. Ride along as we follow some of the hungriest entrepreneurs the entire world has to offer. Welcome to The Grind.
Hey, girl.
Hey. Thanks for coming.
Yes, of course.
Welcome to my space.
I love it.
When it comes to my vintage collection, everything here has been handpicked by me for like years. So it's been a bit of a collection. It's not even all of it, but the way I'm drawn to certain things, I'm usually drawn to color. And there's certain time periods where like color is like really predominant. Like the 60s has those neons, those bright colors. Right. And when it comes to like the super fabulous bedazzled pieces, that was like really big in the 80s. Yeah. So I find myself being drawn to pieces from the 80s. I'm definitely a 90s
I see some pieces.
Yeah,
like
I'm definitely such a 90s chick, but then I also still love that 80s funky, super 90s as well. What's great about selling vintage is whatever kind of comes back in style, I'm able to just find it and pull from that. And then a lot of times designers wind up buying pieces from me because they're interested in creating the tech back so they can recreate that. Oh yeah, see, that is a 90s club kid. Like the club scene, when I think like Real Ecstasy was out there, that's what they were wearing. They were wearing this. So usually my process is when I have a guest or someone come visit, so because my studio is within like this awesome artistic warehouse, it's really a destination. Yeah. So when people come, they're not just like passing by. Yeah. So I do my best to like, when they come in, you're my guest, so I'm here to make you feel comfortable. So I usually offer Prosecco.
Like walk-in closet.
And
darling, we definitely love some wine.
Like that? So that definitely happens. It's a little too early for right now. But so normally that happens. And when they come in.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere, But when a customer comes in, I see what they're drawn to, what they make comments on. So they might be like, oh my God, I love these colors. Or when they say something, oh, I love the hand-painted floor, already I know like, oh, they might like a little bit more artistic, a little bit more unique things. Yeah. So that's where I start. I usually start a rack. Thank you. Yeah. I usually start a rack and I start, as they're talking, I like start pulling things.
Pieces,
and I also do things too where I ask them like how they're doing and how their day is. Like that's where I find out information like I'm going on a date, I'm actually interviewing for a new job. Right. So I'm listening and I'm like pulling blazers or going on dates, I pull out dresses. So the idea is like you're able to come here and I'm able to kind of feel you out as a person and help you find yourself like in my pieces.
I love how everything is just so different. You can go from like a jean jacket to a fur to a sequence blazer. Like it's just so many things
flexible.
You can do, right?
You know what? You sound, I think, like the perfect model. So maybe I'll throw some clothes on you and we can just like do the whole experience.
I'm excited. Yeah? Let's do it.
All right, let me start pulling. Yes, 90s club kid all the way through. Perfect.
I love the splash of yellow, the splash of blue, match my nails. I'm loving it. And then don't check out my bling bling.
So I noticed when you came in, you like statements. So I was drawn to statement pieces. Yeah. You seem super fun. I love your tattoos. So I wanted to show that 90s club kid is super in right now. And I don't know if you noticed, your skin has like a yellow tone. So that's why I picked something yellow because it kind of makes you just blossom. And the blue, I know it sounds odd, but they're actually in the same tonal range. So even though they're different colors, they still function well together. Right. And I thought like the huge oversized watch kind of like paired with this oversized head of hair you have. Although I shouldn't talk, but
check
still.
out my earrings.
And the earrings, of course.
I love it.
And I just love that it's like feminine, but like the masculine boots. So honestly, you just look strong and sexy. And I feel like those are traits that you like, right? About yourself. Well, there you go.
I definitely love the pop colors because I'm definitely a pop color kind of girl. So
awesome.
Need my colors.
All right, and then it's time to shoot with my favorite Jushin, my favorite photographer that we work with.
Nice.
All right, my girl, go ahead.
Let's do it. So I know that you were in like the corporate world. What made you want to branch off and do your own thing as a stylist in the fashion world?
Well, honestly, I did corporate, like, you know, I went to college, and I think I was just, after I graduated, I almost felt very overwhelmed by what everyone seemed to see that I was capable of. Like, it just scared me. So I honestly just kind of ran away from it. And I just like kind of lived my life, like went down the shore, learned to surf, and I was waitressing.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Surfer.
Like, yeah, it was amazing. I've actually blacked out. I like blacked out surf once, so I don't even know how I survived it, but apparently I was killing it. But I bring that up because, like, you know, I learned a lot of myself during that time, and for a long time I was waitressing because I love people. I like to make people happy, and you know, I did it for so many years because I actually just felt like I'm dyslexic, which is like a learning disability, and probably have ADD, but I just kind of thought I couldn't do anything else. Right. And there's nothing wrong, like I loved it, but at one point I turned 25, it's like, I need to grow up, I need to be normal. So around like 26, I started working in corporate. Right. And I found myself really frustrated that I wasn't able to do the things that other people are. And I think a lot of people with learning disabilities, like, you either find a way to like work around it, or you do what I eventually did, which is like, I put myself in a position where I can just grow. You know, it's like certain plants need certain lights and certain waters. Right. Like, you put all the plants in front of the light for 24/7, some will live, some will like burn. Yeah. So I felt like, why do I keep putting myself in a position where I'm burning out and just feeling dumb? Like, you know, and that's like, we all have our own insecurities. That's like my insecurity that I'm sensitive with. So I've learned that I needed to, like, you have to like nurture those things and just put yourself in the right light. Right. So I think one day I just like, I started doing the business on the side. I was waitressing, working in the city, and doing this. And then when I really did it on my own, I just like, things kept going well. Like,
and you were only 25 doing this, right?
Well, I started like around 28 because it was like years of just being like,
I was like, oh, 25
I'm answering,
overwhelming at 25.
Yeah, no.
But you gotta do it, I love it.
Then around 29 I started, and then like around 30 I was on my own. I was like, this feels awesome.
That's
yeah, because
so
I just
cool.
remember, like, you know, being dyslexic, it's like words just kind of like if you gave me a stack of papers and told me to organize them alphabetical order, I'd just like cry. But if you told me to like make a dress out of the paper, I'd be like, let's go, give me tape, let's do this. So I just feel like I got to that point where I realized like how unhappy I was. Like, my face, my mom would say, like in Spanish, like, my face is looking long. You know what I mean? She's like, and I'm like, because I'm not happy here. I don't care about emails. Like, and it's bad. I still kind of don't care, and I know I should, but like, I just, like, the world wasn't working for me. And then, you know, little by little, I started to have more faith in myself, because I feel like I just had a lot of emotional blocks and insecurities that were just keeping me from just doing what I was good at and what made me happy.
What advice would you give to a woman who wants to get into fashion and entrepreneurship?
Honestly, when we're speaking of like a young woman, like really I would just tell them just to play and to work hard. I mean, just play. And what play is encouraged in children. Why? Because they get to figure things out. They get to learn what they like, what they don't like. They get to share, they get to not to share. So especially when you're young, like, I'm just so glad that I just gave myself the freedom to play. And that's where you start to learn. And then once you start learning, then work hard. So
that's how you figure out who you truly are.
You know, like, you're gonna work hard the rest of your life. Like, if you're young, just like play, like figure it out, just have fun, and like, you know, you'll find your way there. And when it comes to like branching into fashion, I mean, now because like the generation, because of technology, I mean, like, anyone with a smartphone can branch in. They just have to, you know,
tune into the star player.
Exactly. All right, that's like the best way to put it. Yeah, thank you. That's like perfect. All right, pretend I said that.
Well, I love your studio. I love all the pieces you have. I love the artwork on the ground that you've painted yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. And, you know, thanks for having me here.
No, thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you.